Chapter 3 Volcanoes in Room 3B. Bring! When the recess bell rang, we trudged back to our seats. Miss Mackle was ready for our gloom and doom. I don't think you'll mind an interruption from your detective work if the interruption is an eruption. Everyone looked at each other and shrugged. We've been studying rocks and minerals for months. It's time, class, to add volcanoes. I love volcanoes, Harry blurted out. So why don't you marry one? Sid joked. Just as Harry held up a fist, Mrs. Michelson, the librarian, walked into our room. You asked for all the books I had on volcanoes. Here are 10. Thank you, Mrs. Michelson, we all yelled. Have a blast, she replied, waving goodbye. Okay, boys and girls, the teacher said. Who wants to be a science detective and find 10 facts about volcanoes? Me, we all roared. Miss Mackle began drawing partners from her jar. Mary and Harry. Harry sank down in his seat. Mary blew her bangs up in the air. I was happy I got Song Lee for a partner. She's never bossy, and she works hard. As soon as we picked out our book, we got to work. We wrote down our favorite facts. There were more than 10. We even drew a big picture of the 3 kinds of volcanoes with different shapes. When we brought our work up to the teacher, she said, "Great job. Let's go over to the sink and get started on your volcano. We can use this empty juice bottle." Song Lee measured water, baking soda, and dishwashing detergent. I added drops of red food coloring. Then I poured in the white vinegar. Whoa! Song Lee and I exclaimed as the red liquid flowed down the sides of the juice bottle like lava. Everyone had a turn to make an eruption before lunch, except Harry and Mary. They didn't finish their research until after lunch. Harry had to listen to Mary read every word of their volcano book, and she insisted they recopy their facts for neatness. Miss Mackle clapped her hands when they showed her their facts. What neat work! Yahoo! But I'm sorry to say I've run out of white vinegar. We'll have to do your explosion tomorrow. Tomorrow? Mary's eyes got watery. Wait, Harry said. I know a different recipe for making volcanoes. My grandma showed me. Do I have the ingredients? Miss Mackle asked, opening up her cabinet. I keep bags of sugar for making crystals and salt and flour for relief maps. Mary crossed her fingers. I only need 1 ingredient, Harry said. Flour. And 1 tool, a straw. Then he reached for a cafeteria lunch tray that was on the counter and set it on the empty table in front of the room. We watched Harry dump the entire bag of flour in the tray. You need all of it? Miss Mackle checked. Yup, but you can use it again after our experiment. The teacher nodded slowly. Okay. Ready to build a mighty volcano, Mare? Yes, Harry, Mary replied, standing tall and proud. Start patting, he ordered, gently. We watched the 2 of them pat, pat, pat the sides until they made a big flour mountain. Mary will make a chute down the center, Harry announced, handing her the straw. Mary slowly poked, poked, poked. Then she passed the straw back to her partner. Now, Harry explained, I shall drill a tunnel from the side that connects with the central chute. Miss Mackle stepped behind Harry and watched over his shoulders. Okay, Harry said. Everyone ready? Ready, we all shouted. Harry put the straw next to his lips and stuck the other end into the side tunnel. Then he blew and blew and blew. Poof! Out came a huge puff of white